an average man who will be monogamous or a six-figure porn star, but he only sleeps with other women when he's on set. Okay, so what would you rather have, ladies? A regular guy, 5'8", making about 30 to 50K per year. Okay, that amounts to about $3,000 a month, right? Roughly three to $4,000 a month. Or a guy that's making 10K per month, but he's a porn star and he has sex with other women on camera. Which one would you prefer? We'll start right here. If you have to pick between the two.
I wouldn't get the porn star because I feel like I'm speaking from feelings.
Okay.
So,
how about think? What would you actually go with? Let's go with what you think versus what you feel.
If we're not thinking about my feelings, of course I'm gonna go with the porn star because it's like, yeah, I get money, I get to live a certain lifestyle, but going into my feelings, like,
let's say they're both the same guy and they both make you feel good.
No, it's about me being jealous. Like, it's about my perspective. I wouldn't feel right about him going on set and having sex with a different girl.
Okay.
Because like if he comes home and tries something with me, and of course being the type of girlfriend that I am, I'm gonna watch his videos, and if I'm like, oh, you did this and that with that person, and are you gonna do it with me?
Like, why that bitch screaming so hard? I ain't never screamed that hard.
All right, what about you?
I would definitely choose the man that's monogamous that makes less money per month.
Okay, so you'd be okay with $30,000 a year?
Correct. But at the end of the day, I'm a professional fighter. I know I'm gonna make billions, so it is what it is.
Would you want to still with a guy when you make that kind of money?
If love is there, I would stay with the man for love.
Period.
Love fades though.
I don't think it does.
Love fades, but the things that come with it don't.
Love is a choice.
I mean, you even admitted earlier that it's hard to not deal with guys that aren't in your industry. So you telling me as a
and the drive,
fighter?
But there's a lot of broke fighters. I'll tell you that right now.
100%.
Yeah, but are you going to support a broke fighter as a woman?
I would.
Ooh. How long?
Stop the cap.
For life, it is what it is.
For life.
Aww.
Would you?
I'd wife her.
Interesting.
He could make less than you, but I think if he couch potato, and it's a different story.
All right. Yeah, women never support dudes.
For too long.
Her last name is Cohen, bro. What about? Come on, nigga. Money matters a lot. Okay. What about you? What about you? What would you go with? The porn star making six figures, 10K a month, or the regular guy that's gonna be monogamous to you, but $30,000 per year?
30.
That's 3 to 4.
That's too low,
roughly
right?
3 to 4K a month.
For you, not for anybody.
We can work on the money thing.
That can always be fixed.
No, let's say he enjoys his job. He don't want to change. He's like, man, I'm chilling, man. That's enough for me.
He says,
No,
I'm
but
him.
that's crazy.
I can't deal with the man.
I'm him. I'm him.
All right, she picking a porn nigga. All right, what about you? Where you going with?
Jesus.
I would go with the porn star.
Okay.
I feel
makes sense.
I feel that
Nerf this.
men, love and lust are very different emotions, and I feel from experience being in a relationship that a man can go out and have sex with another woman and it not be emotional at all.
Oh, okay.
And
It's true.
I feel that I could still feel the love throughout all of that, and I think that women and men get validation in different ways. My validation comes from posting like a cute picture on Snapchat, and a man can get his from going to see another woman, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't love me. That doesn't mean that he loves her. Men cannot have that emotional connection, but I feel as though when women have a sexual interaction with someone else, or at least from my experience, it's always emotional. So I would definitely want to be provided for, and I really wouldn't even think twice about the fact that he's out there doing it with other girls.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I agree with
That was
This
actually
gonna be
very,
true.
yeah, that's actually a very
gonna
basic
be
take
true.
on it. Okay, what about you?
No, I what?
So 30K per year?
I'll do the 30K per year, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say though, how you're gonna say that
30K and TSEI ain't going nowhere though. We know that for a fact.
But what I'm gonna say
Been there many
though,
times.
what I'm gonna say
Expensive.
though is, with you saying that with
government.
women having sex, it's emotional. You're having sex with a man that's his job is having sex with other women.
You're soul
You're
tied with a man who's
emotionally
messing with other
entangled
women.
with a man that is having sex with other. Listen.
All right, right, so you disagree with her. You disagree with her.
I disagree in the explanation of you saying that, you know, women are entangled by our feelings when we have sex with men. Because if that's the case, then you just contradicted yourself in saying that you want to be with a porn star. You understand what I'm saying? You just like.
That's the island talking.
No, she didn't contradict herself.
If you're gonna say if I'm as a woman gonna be like, hey, when I have sex with you, you know, this is how I love you. This is how I'm feeling you. I'm emotionally entangled with you because we're having sex as a woman, right?
Bruh.
I'm not gonna think another woman's gonna be entangled with you. If I'm saying that women are gonna be entangled with you.
But I feel like with her, she sees it as that's her way of feeling love and showing love, but she doesn't expect the other person to show love and feel love the same way.
Oh,
it's her love language.
Like
I'll beat my man
them
before
seeing it differently.
Wait,
how about you
I think. Well, hold on. You guys totally misinterpreted what she said.
Yeah, because.
Like, she said, I would go with the porn star, and her explanation for why she would go with the porn star is her argument is men don't bond emotionally through sex to the same extent as women do.
Exactly.
So she's saying, if my guy was to go out there and have sex with other women, he's still gonna love me the same. That's her argument. So that's why she's like, I'm okay with the porn star because I know men can compartmentalize their emotions and sex, but women, it's very difficult for them to do that.
So
what if the woman that he's having sex with him, what if she start creating feelings for him and
but her argument is that's irrelevant because he still loves her.
It sounds like her problem and not him and her.
But what if you start?
Hold on, let her talk about it, man. Tell what's up.
Well, can I summarize that correctly for you? That's precisely what she said.
And I know it may seem controversial and like I'm trying to appeal to everyone. This is my
hold on.
experience.
Hold on. Let me stop you real quick. Don't appeal to everybody. Say what's on your mind. That's the whole point of the discussion.
I don't see it as it that way. I'm
Let her talk, man.
making an argument.
Let her talk, man.
I'm just making an argument.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think. Yeah, please ask me.
Whoa.
It's just not funny.
That's
Don't
not
do it
funny.
again. All
Don't
right.
do that again.
My
Respectful.
apologies,
All right, go ahead.
host.
You're not platform.
You were saying?
I called you a queen, man.
You're a king
Like
to
you're
me,
dusty.
sir. I'm so sorry. I just, heart love.
Nah, now you're dusty. All right, go ahead.
That's crazy. I'm hurt.
That's just
Should be.
my opinion. It's what I've experienced. At first, when I would hear things about like, oh, men cheating, I would think to myself like, oh, I could never be with someone who cheated. And then I was in a relationship that was so loving that it didn't really bother me, and it did change my perspective. At first, I was like thinking to myself, absolutely not. Like, how could I be with someone that cheats on me? That isn't love. And then I fell madly in love with someone, and I found out that he was, went to go and see someone else. And I was like, well, I love him so much, I can't just leave him over this. And I feel like men and women are wired differently. But that, again, is just my opinion, and I understand if you don't agree. I get it.
Question for you. Why'd you guys break up? Because typically that guy never leaves. He's still there, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think we had, I don't think that age gap is a problem at all. I was young when I met him. I was 18. He was around 31. I don't think it's a weird age gap. I really don't. I think if, I hear a lot of people say I don't.
18.
She was 18 and he was 31.
At 18, you can go and make.
That's fine.
At 18 years old, you can go and make financial decisions that will permanently ruin your credit for the rest of your life. You can go vote for a president who can lead a country into war, but you can't date someone who may have experience and can teach you these things. I think the whole age gap theory is a bit strange.
I agree with that.
But as I grew older, I wasn't the same person, and I know that it wasn't all his fault. I still love him to this day, and I wish him the best, but I'm not the same person that I was when I was 18, and so I've obviously changed a lot, and so has he. So we just kind of got not as close, which just kind of...
Who broke it off? You or him?
It was mutual.
No, it was somebody.
Someone
Somebody.
All right.
Someone initiated it.
He initiated it.
Okay.
I was definitely heartbroken for... Oh my God.
Did you cheat on him, or what made him? Oh,
No.
So what? Because men rarely initiate breakups. What happened? Were you being too clingy, or were you annoying him? Like,
I mean, I'm definitely a little bit annoying all the
Okay.
time.
there's your answer.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
But what's annoying to you guys?
Well, I mean, it could be her. It could have been her contacting him too much, bothering him.
Nagging.
Nagging.
Yeah.
It could have been that.
Why are you not home?
I just didn't. Yeah. I didn't know how to be the right woman, and I feel as time has gone on, and I've, I guess, done more research.
Did you guys live together, or was it?
We did live together, and I think that was an issue. We also, in the beginning of our relationship, slept in the same bed, and now I like not sleeping in the same bed. I think space is really important, not for me, but I think for him. I think if he was able to take more time away from me, he wouldn't get so fed up with me, because I know that I'm weird and a little bit annoying. So I think that.
Question.
You're a child, so
if he called you now and said, "I want you back," what's your response?
Ooh.
I can't, I can't say. I feel like I would have to. I know that sounds like a stupid answer, but I think if I heard his voice say it, maybe my feelings would be different. I need to work on this, actually, but I'm pretty reactive, and I'm practicing not being as reactive. I think if I were to hear his voice and see his name pop up on my phone, I don't know what would be going through my mind at the time.
I know it's gonna be.
What is it? I feel like.
Mo, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Porn star or loyal guy making 30K per year? Well, she gave her answer. She didn't give her answer yet. You're going with the loyal guy, right?
I'd rather go with the loyal guy.
Okay, cool.
But I do, after you explained, I do kind of get your explanation with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
You like petting animals? You keep touching her. I know. Go ahead.
Oh, I could pet you. You're like a bear to me.
All right.
In a very great way. Don't take offense.
Nigga, you're roasted already, nigga. You're roasted, bro.
What about you? Who are you going with? Are you going with
the porn star, for sure. I think it's hot. I'm into it, yeah.
Okay.
I think the monogamous guy is very boring for me. It doesn't make a lot. Very boring.
She's being honest.
Someone keeping it 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's based.
Someone keeping it 1,000. Okay. All right, what about you?
Well, I do understand both of y'all point of view. I'll go with the monogamous man. I have no problem with the man who makes the same thing I'm making yearly, or maybe a tiny bit more, you know what I'm saying? We all start somewhere. Hopefully you're not making that forever, but if you are, you are, right? Teachers don't get paid enough. I'd rather a monogamous man. I grew up watching every reason why to want the monogamous man. I grew up with every example that wasn't the monogamous man. I'll pick the monogamous man.
Okay.
AKA her friend.
Yeah. What about you?
All right, so I'm going with the monogamous man in this particular
30K?
In this particular scenario,
Okay.
only because I can't do the porn star thing. Now, granted, if he was in another type of profession and did cheat or step out or had someone else, I would go with that.
Like acting?
Yeah, like, but what's a street?
Why do we limit the monogamous? Why do we limit the monogamous men to 30K? Why is it that we don't say that monogamous men can have more than 30? Why do we limit them to such figures?
It's money or a guy who cheats.
I wouldn't mind a stripper, to be honest, but a porn star, I don't know.
You can make good money and still be monogamous.
She's understanding the
She
concept
doesn't
of it.
want to be able to look it up on the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah, like touching on what she said earlier, the energy exchange thing, because even if he's not, emotionally tied or whatever, the energy exchange thing, it happens during sex regardless of what you feel like.
Yes.
So that's not something. That's
I
not
mean,
a pill I can
competitive
swallow.
in bed.
I mean,
I don't
it is
wanna
content
feel
though,
like-
but yeah, I get what you're saying.
If I see her do a split on your dick in that video, I'm doing a double split.
I would straight up drop off the face of the earth. I would die.
But if he's a rapper,
But that's exactly what I'm saying with like the monogamous men.
I'm taking notes. Are you kidding?
Real quick, man. Someone important. His birthday is today. Shout out to Roman, man. He's always a good supporter in the chat.
Keeps our stats.
Keeps our stats in chat as well. Shout out to Roman.
Yeah, he keeps all the stats for the show, so shout out to him.
And he's a trini man.
There was another guy that had the stats. Icy, I don't know if you grabbed his contact info when we were doing the IRL stream.
Are you crazy?
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go with